Hi, I'm Michael Faribault, Kids, the founder, and today I have Cher Fisher with Kiwanis Club of Stuart, and she's the president. Hi, Cher.
Hi, Michael. Thank you for having me.
Sure, sure. Um, again, for those who don't know who are watching, I like to interview nonprofits and get the word out about what you guys need and things like that. And, hopefully, some donations will come into you. And then I also talk about Commission for Kids and how we help
Mhm.
in the community, give the money back when we buy or sell a house with a client. So, do you want to tell our viewers what the Kiwanis Club is about and really what your mission is?
Oh, do I?
Okay.
Absolutely. I've been with the club about 5 years, and what drew me to the club was, well, they've been around since 1938, but we serve the children of our community and the world. Kiwanis is in other countries, international. Locally, again, we've been around since 1938. Many people have come through the club, and now we have like grandchildren of original Kiwanians from the 30s, 40s, 50s. We have three major projects that we give back to the children. Again, we're serving the children. We do a shopping with Santa that we've been doing for over 50 years. Right now, we're going to Bells. We have our guidance counselors of the 12 elementary schools in Martin County select children that they feel would most benefit. They come in on a Saturday morning to Bells. They shop for $100 worth of clothes. They get a picture right then with Santa, and they get a goodie bag.
Oh,
And
wow.
we noticed that these children, they were supposed to purchase clothing for themselves. They wanted to buy clothing for their siblings. That just broke our heart.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we decided, and this has been 5 years ago, we do a back to school event now. And we go to those same guidance counselors and ask them to choose for shopping with Santa, 7 children from each school. With back to school, we ask them to choose 3 children, 3 needy children. We include their entire family, whether they're high school kids, younger siblings. They come into a barbecue picnic with their family at our park, and they get free haircuts, they get music, food, and then we purchase clothing in their sizes, tennis shoes, and they leave with backpacks, clothing for school. So the first day of school, they're going to feel like every other kid. And then we also do pancakes in the park. We love our park. And last year we have had over 700 people come through, and children under 5 eat free. So that is so wonderful. Pancakes and reading in the park. We also have an educational component, and it's just magical. We also sell ornaments, and we've got a new ornament for sale. We've been doing that for years and years and years, and that brings in money to our club. Right now, Michael, we have just launched our big park renovation. Uh,
Nice.
those in our community that love our park, it's wonderful, downtown Stuart. We're going to remove the sand, put in a safe surface. We're going to completely replace all of the equipment, and then cover it all with sunshade. We want to do it all at once. We are going to do it in phases. We're going to do the tot lot for 2 to 5 year olds. Then the older kids, 7 to 8, 12 years old, it's going to be an adventure thing. We're going to have an 18-foot slide. We're going to have climbing rocks. That element of danger, these kids, they want that. It won't be dangerous, but it will be a perceived element of danger. And then we're also putting in a sensory sensitive garden. Our barrier-free garden, our barrier-free area that we put in about 5 years ago, has equipment for children on the autism spectrum, but we've been told by parents that visit that it's just too loud. So we're wanting to put a smaller area in a corner with rules, 1 or 2 children at a time, be very quiet. So we're working on that. So those are our major events, and you can go to www.kiwanisparkstewart.com to see a 3D drone integrated panorama
Oh,
of how our park's going to look.
oh, wow.
Artistic Visions, Diego Abello is a member of the club, And he did this for our club. You can go into our own website, kiwanisclubofstuart.org, or the site I just gave you. You're going to see everything. It's going to wow you. And there are opportunities there to donate.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about too is like if someone wanted to donate directly to you, they can go right to your website, click the button. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
and we're going to be updating with the donation opportunities, but you can actually, we've already got 2 pieces that are sponsored, but you can go in and sponsor one of the pieces of playground equipment, and we will have that naming opportunity for you. So that's a great way to contribute. And then other levels, we're going to have a plaque where all of our donors over a certain amount will be noted.
Now, what is your main fundraiser for that?
Well, we're just getting started with different kinds of fundraisers. We're asking for donations. We're developing collateral. We're going to do one-on-one request, and then we're going to do a broad request for the park, the naming opportunities, donation levels. But right now, we're in the middle of voting for a Kiwanis grant, and we have 4 days left. 10 Kiwanis parks will be selected for judging for a $25,000 grant. There are about 50 Kiwanis clubs around the country that have entered. We're in 13th place. We're 400 votes out of the top 10. So we're asking everyone to please go in and vote. You can go to our Facebook Kiwanis page and see that direct link. I've posted on Stuart Moms. I've posted on my own personal page. It's really, really important for us to get into the top 10. We will be the finalist, and all top 10s will get a $3,000 piece of equipment.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that would really help out. Even if
Yes.
you don't get first place, I mean.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were the beneficiary of the Manatee Island Grill Fishing Tournament, and we received just over $28,000 from them.
Oh.
And they also, another beneficiary was the YMCA, Treasure Coast YMCA. So we were so grateful for that donation. And we've got some other large donations and a couple of grants. So right now we've got about just over $100,000 that's been pledged or in-house. But that will get us started on our first phase for the tot line. But we're looking at $600,000 to $800,000 by the time everything's
okay. So anyone who's viewing, know they need money. Donate now. Donate later. Donate in the future.
Yeah,
so,
it's going to be at least a year project, but we hope to get started on that first phase rather quickly.
Okay, good. Do you know when that first phase is going to start? Is it like the first of the year or spring or?
Well, we typically have Pancakes in the Park the first Saturday in March, and we're looking at that as a launch date. Our first phase will be a community build. We did that with the Barrier Free. It's before I joined. But from what I understand from some of our longer term Kiwanians, everyone in the community comes out, and we will have the reps from the the playground company, Landscape Services. They will ensure that everything's done correctly, but we're going to save tens of thousands of dollars. And again, it brings in the community to help with this build. So we're looking at the very latest, the first Saturday in March. If we can start before then, we will, but that will be the very latest.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very exciting. You're very excited, and everyone involved is excited to be a part of that project.
Yes.
That's going to be a lot of fun for the kids in the future.
Oh, I'm a new grandmother. She's almost 3 now. I see the park differently through her eyes. And parents are telling me the sand's got to go.
Okay, yeah. My son used to eat the sand.
Yes. Right. And we may keep a little area of sand because some of the moms of boys say their boys love to dig in the sand. But then I hear some parents tell me, I think that sand was there when I was a kid. And the safety factor as well.
Right. one of the things I wanted to ask you about too is volunteering. Um, Not only can adults, but can teenagers volunteer so they get their credits for school and all that, the
Oh,
hours?
Michael, thank you. Thank you. I went off in one direction. Kiwanis Club of Stuart sponsors K Kids in elementary school, Service Club, Builders Club in middle school, and Key Club in high school. Now, when I was in high school a lifetime ago, I thought Key Club was an athletic club. Key Club is a service club, and I sponsor, Susie Hutchison and I, Kiwanians, sponsor the South Fork High School Key Club. We could not do what we do without the Key Club. When we bring the children in shopping with Santa,
Mhm.
the parents stay away, the children shop. They don't want to shop with someone old like me. They want a high school kid that's cool.
Right,
So
exactly.
your service hours, we just did our back to school event, and we couldn't do it at the park because of COVID-19 issues. We did it at our First United Methodist Church, who's been a partner to Kiwanis, and we did a drive-through. And those key clubbers were there. They were running food back and forth from the kitchen, helping with the giveaways. So we're doing a Kiwanis one day next month, and we have 15 key clubbers that are volunteering to help us. We're going to work with the House of Hope. So and then some of our Kiwanians, they bring their high school kids who aren't in Key Club. We embrace that. We embrace volunteers. But I'm telling you, to join the Kiwanis Club, it's a $200 annual fee. And a lot of that goes back to Kiwanis International. We work with neonatal tetanus, iodine deficiency in third world countries. We've almost eliminated that. So part of the money we put in with registration goes to international. But we've added 8 new members this year, and they've come in with a vengeance. And pardon me, we do have our luncheon meetings. Right now, we're meeting through Zoom, but we hope to be meeting possibly in November. At one time, it was very strict. You were penalized if you missed a meeting. Now,
Uh-huh.
a little more casual because we know that service to the community is just as important as coming to a meeting and hearing a speaker. So we embrace any way that you want to work with us. And especially now that we've launched this park renovation, we need volunteers. So please consider, I'd be happy to meet anyone for coffee, tell them everything they ever wanted to know about Kiwanis and what a difference we're making in our community.
Yeah, I'll definitely pass that word around.
Good.
Yeah. Is there anything else you can think of that you want to tell the viewers, or you have notes?
Let me look. Oh, yes. As far as donating for the park renovation, absolutely, yes, we need you. And look at ways that you might want to sponsor a piece of equipment. We have ranges from 30,000 to 80,000. That 18-foot tower, I
Mhm.
think the donation for that is 80,000. But then we will take any donation, and we will honor and name those that give $1,000 or more. We will have that plaque. But there are opportunities to donate. For example, shopping with Santa.
Mhm.
We have 12 schools. We ask for 7 children. That's 84 children. We let them shop for $100 worth of clothes. So you could sponsor a child for $100. And, it's tax deductible. We're a 501c3. That's coming up. Typically, it's the first Saturday in December. Now, we're not able to utilize volunteers outside of the club with that because we're working closely with the children.
Mhm.
But we would love donations for that. And then also, please, our fundraiser with the ornaments. We would ask, we have so many people that purchase these ornaments, but they are for sale at the Palm Beach Chamber of Commerce and then at the Stuart Feed Store.
Okay.
So just those ornaments, and this year it's a turtle. Oh dear, an old member of the Stewart community, and Virginia, who does this, is going to shoot me. Let me see if quickly I can go in and find that.
Sure.
Uh, dead air, dead air.
Huh.
Um, let's see. It's a beautiful sea turtle, and he's responsible for. I can't find it, but it's honoring a gentleman who's responsible for helping with the turtles and saving the turtles. So
Yeah.
ornament every year. It's a landmark in Martin County.
Okay. So the fees for the ornaments go to help save the turtles?
No, it comes back to Kiwanis.
Okay.
It's one of our major fundraisers.
Okay.
So it comes back to Kiwanis, but there are people that have collected since day one. I think we've done it for 20 or 30 years.
Wow.
So yeah, and people look forward. They're just very nice ornaments. People look forward to receiving them. So definitely take a look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
one final thing, and now I'm thinking of Callie, another Kiwanian that would shoot me if I didn't mention this. She's our fundraising chair. She has set up, this is new, I've never seen this. It's family friendly, Saturday, November 14th, a Zoom magic show.
Oh, wow.
And the gentleman that does this lives in Stuart, but he travels the world. But I was on a 30-minute preview. It was spooky how good he was. He does card tricks.
Huh.
He has you think of a number, he pulls it out. But you can get information about that. We will be posting it on our Facebook page, on our website. But we're looking for sponsors for that. And since it's Zoom, you can buy a ticket. I think it's $3,000 sponsorship. If you're a corporation and want to invite your clients, he will actually pull out some people from the Zoom meeting and work with them with some of the magic. So you could make it an evening, put it on your smart TV and have fun. Everyone will get will get a box of supplies to be interactive and make it a fun evening for everyone. So we're excited about that, family friendly, and that's Saturday, November 14th. And details will be on our Facebook page and also our website.
Yeah, it seems like you guys have adapted to COVID pretty well to keep raising money and things like that. So that's really good.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's been very tough out there for a lot of organizations.
It has been tough. It has been tough, and we miss that seeing people firsthand. But we have to keep on. And we had just started talking about this park when all of this hit. So thanks to people like you helping us publicize it. I was on a United Way conversations this morning, and after our presentation, I just threw it into about 80 people. There are several Facebook groups that were publicized. And so I know our community will step up for this voting, and we'll be in the top 10 for that.
Yeah, I'm sure. We have an awesome community around here on the Treasure Coast. So
Yeah.
yeah. So one of the things that obviously I'm with Commissioner Kids. I want your viewers to know, your supporters know what we do. If you come to our website and you choose a Commission for Kids real estate agent, we allow the client to choose which nonprofit a donation goes to. We have it set as a minimum of 5% donation that would go back. Some agents give more. So if you just go there, search out, the agents, you can, choose an agent to buy or sell a house and mention the Kiwanis Club of Stuart, and guess what? You guys will be getting a donation. So that's how easy Commission for Kids works. You just have to, if you're buying or selling a house, just mention a nonprofit, and you'll get the donation from the agent. So,
but Michael, you do more than 5%.
I do. I go to 25%. So
unbelievable.
Yeah, I've always worked for reduced commissions in the other niches that I work in and stuff like that, and I know dealing in volume, I can make money to support my family as well as support the community. So any lead, any referral coming into us would be, fantastic. So we can support our community. That's really about what Commission for Kids is about, is just really helping out and things like that. So,
I have a couple of questions, but first I have a comment. Sounds like we need you as a Kiwanian. And we do have information on our website about joining Kiwanis, but
okay.
you seem to have that heart for giving and serving.
Mhm.
Now, let me ask you about the nonprofits that are a part of Commission for Kids. Do they need to register and be vetted through you? How does that work?
Well, what happens is we go to now I can't remember the name of the website, but we look up your federal ID number,
Oh, sure, sure.
and that's how we vet. And again, a lot of the like Kiwanis Club, we know you guys are legit. You know what I mean? But that's how we vet. But the easiest way to bring you guys in is if you go to Commission for Kids, you can go to the nonprofit part, and then as a nonprofit, you can get your own page, fill out your profile, add your pictures in, your videos,
Mhm.
your pictures and things like that. So you have your own profile page set up with Commission for Kids.
Oh, so, and I set that up quite some time ago. Perhaps then I should go in and add some of these links that I've been talking about.
Add the link,
Right?
right? And then you can promote your URL
Yes.
up, to your supporters, and when they're ready to buy or sell a house, just go to the website, or they can make it real simple. Just call me. Um,
Why
I
not? 25%. Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, I just want to help out people, help out children. I mean, we could have made it like, giving back to vets or
Sure.
animals and things like
All
that. But
worthy nonprofits. Sure.
absolutely, absolutely. But there isn't anyone doing kind of really what I'm doing with children out there. So that's why I developed Commission for Kids. I was sitting on my son's basketball meeting. I learned how much the teams cost, and I was just like, someone give me a house to sell. And I would
Yeah.
have, paid for the whole season for all these kids. But that's
Oh,
how I came up with Commission for Kids ideas.
and when was that?
That was about a year. That was about 2 years ago, I guess. And then I slowly built the website. So if you're listening and you're from a different state and you have a nonprofit, you can sign up. If you're a real estate agent, you can become a member in a different state. It's all set up on the website that way, which I
Oh, so
appreciate. Yeah.
it's outside of the state of Florida as well.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. When I built the website, it was just as easy to build it for the country as it is for I'm just not around the whole country to start developing it and stuff like that.
Sure.
But if there's someone out there that's listening, and you want to say start up in Texas, give me a call. If you're a realtor, nonprofit, we'll get you connected somehow, and then that's how things grow and things like that, word of mouth and things like that.
That's beautiful. Michael, I'm so pleased to have been able to spend this time with you. And thank you for everything you're doing for our community. We can all give in our own little way. And going back to that voting thing for a $25,000 grant, it takes a minute. And so that's the way you can give back. You're giving back in a big way. And I'd like to think that some of us Kiwanians, we're giving back in a big way with our time. But everyone can give back. Every person can do something. And I'll tell you, if you, I don't know how much time we have, if I could just share a story
Sure.
from our first back to school event. And we had one guy cutting hair and a little boy, he was probably 9, 10 years old. And the guy that was cutting hair was tall, cool looking, had some tattoos. And he cut this boy's hair and pomade, and just looked so great. And he gave the boy a mirror. And the boy looked at himself and he started crying. And
Wow.
his grandmother said, he's never had a professional haircut.
Hmm.
So, and I just get chills every time I tell that story. That's the impact we can make in such a small way. And we see that boy, the guidance counselors choose the children, but they choose this boy every year. And we've just grown so attached to him. I said one story, I got one more story. Shopping with Santa. It was my first year's chair. We were at Bell's and I was so nervous. We give the kids the money, they check out. If they still have money left over, they can go buy something else. So the Key Club kid, a boy, came with this little boy and he said, we don't have enough money for tennis shoes. We already bought. And being new and, everybody's watching me, I go, I'm so sorry. We only have this much money. About 5 minutes later, a woman that works at Bell's in the shoe department came to me crying with wadded up money. And she said, I want to buy this boy's shoes. And I went, that's when I looked down, Michael, the boy. And we told him this was a special event. You're going to meet Santa. You're going to get a goodie bag, cookies. His tennis shoes, Michael, were cut out from the toe onwards. His toes hung over the shoe.
Yeah.
Well, I said, you keep your money. I went and found someone in the club that's been there longer than me. We bought that boy 2 pairs of tennis shoes.
Yeah.
So those are the stories. They touch your heart. That's the difference we're making. And let me just tell you, those boys you're going to remember, someone that made them feel special and helped them. They're going to go out in the world and they're going to do good. So I'll get off my soapbox.
It's all right. It's all about, I was going to say, it's all about building self-esteem for the children.
Absolutely.
They feel good about themselves. They're going to learn better. They're happy, just more engaging, more social, everything about it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you don't realize how big of an impact you can make on a child's life. And you might not even know you're doing it. I remember stuff when I was a child, that people did for me, coach or whatever. Still sticks with me today. And that person has no idea they influenced me like that, and I wouldn't even know how to get in touch with that teacher or whatever. But it's just amazing what just the slightest little thing can really change someone's life,
Yeah. And we hope to do that every day. And but yeah, with these projects, and we're building our club. We would love other people to join us because we can do more and more. Instead of having 123 kids at back to school, why not have 300?
Right.
But we need the money, and we need worker bees. So thank you for the opportunity for me to share. I'm happy to hear what you're doing in your way for the community, and it's a pleasure to know you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Again, I say this every time I speak to someone. My heart just fills with joy when I talk about helping children and organizations and things like that. I actually found my passion, I believe. So I'm very fortunate.
Well, Michael, I have your email address. I'll be sending over an application form soon.
Okay. Sounds good. Send it.
Okay.
All right, Cher, it was a pleasure speaking with you. And
Same here.
Take care. And any way I can help, just call me. If you need a volunteer, you need 10 volunteers. If I know a group, or I might be able to pull a bunch of teenagers in or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that community build, it's all hands on deck. So we definitely will look you up.
Okay, definitely. All right. Take care. And I'll be in touch. Thanks.
Thank you.